Children, we are learning The Merchant of Venice, Act 4, Scene 1. We are in the Venice court and Nerissa comes with a letter to the court and the Duke is reading out the letter to the people who gather there. There we stop. Let us continue from there. Act 4, Scene 1. When he was reading the letter, enter Portia as Baldassar, dressed like a doctor of laws. So Portia is entering into the court. And the Duke is putting up the question, you hear the learned Bellario, what he writes. So he says that you people hear the letter of Bellario, and here I take it is the doctor come. So he says that looking at Portia when she is entering, I assume is the doctor looking at Portia. And he is talking to Portia, give me your hand, come you from old Bellario? So he is asking her, have you come from old Bellario? Portia, I did, my lord. Yes, my lord, I have come from old Bellario. Duke, you are welcome. Take your place. And he is giving place to Portia, telling her to take the place. Are you acquainted with the difference that holds this present question in the court? And he is asking her and wanted to confirm that whether she has been informed about the case which she is going to fight for today. So he is asking, are you informed about the quarrel which has given rise to this present trial? Portia, I am informed thoroughly of the cause, which is the merchant here and which the Jew. So she is saying that, yes, my lord, I am fully informed about the case and who is the merchant here and who is the Jew here. So Duke is introducing both of them and calling them Antonio and old Shylock. Both stand forth. He is telling them to come forward and stand before Portia. Portia, is your name Shylock? Looking at Shylock, she is asking, is your name Shylock? Shylock. Shylock is my name. Yes, my name is Shylock. Portia is talking to Shylock. Of a strange nature is the suit you follow. So she is saying, of a strange nature is the case you follow. The case you are putting forward is like something different. Yet, in such rule that the Venetian law cannot impugn you as you do proceed. Yet, though it is strange, yet it's so correctly written, the bond is written in such a way, the law of Venice cannot argue against your bond. So that makes you to proceed that. Then she is looking at Antonio and says, you stand within his danger, do you not? So she is looking at Antonio and says that you are within his power to harm yourself. You are in danger. And in his hand, you are in danger. Do you not? And she is putting up the question, are you not in danger? And Antonio, I. So he says, yes. So he says, whatever he says is true. I am in danger. Portia, do you confess the bond? And she is asking Antonio, Do you confess that you made that bond? That means, did you sign the bond? You accept that you have signed the bond? Yes, I do. Antonio says, yes, I do. And from this conversation between Portia, Antonio, and Shylock, we come to know about the intelligence of Portia, how she is handling the trial, that case. So here it begins and she continues. Portia, then must the Jew be merciful. So first he says that the Jew has made the bond in such a way that the Venice court cannot argue against it. Now what she says, as Antonio is in danger, she says that the Jew must show mercy to the victim, that is Antonio. Shylock, on what compulsion must I? Tell me that. What is that compulsion for me to show mercy to him? Why I should show mercy to him? Tell me. And he is getting annoyed, as in the beginning also, when Duke was asking for his mercy to Antonio, how much he spoke. And here again, when Portia starts, he says, what is that compulsion? Tell me why I should. And Portia, here this speech is very, very important, and the theme of this drama, we can say, how it opens the eyes of the people. She is talking about, or the speech on mercy. Portia's speech on mercy. She is giving clear speech about what is mercy, how mercy makes the things different. So she is giving all the explanation to Shylock, and you can say this is like a veiled warning, covered warning, and pointing Shylock that you should show mercy, and in a smoother way, giving all the advice and explaining what is fact, and slowly injecting, smoothly touching Shylock's cruelty. So let's see that. It is very important. Many times questions have been asked from this portion, and you will expect this time also. Some or other question they'll ask. Sometimes they ask about the Portia's quality, her intelligence, and her character, and all these things you can take from this speech. How she is giving the speech, let's read. The quality of mercy is not strained. So she is saying that the quality of mercy is not restricted, not strained. This means it's restricted, not constrained. Constrained means restricted. It's not restricted. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. So here, it droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven. How rain falls on this earth upon the place beneath. Beneath means heaven, below heaven, the earth. So how mercy, she is comparing mercy to rain. How rain falls on this earth from heaven, like that it is. It is not restricted to be given to some person on this earth. Mercy is shown to everyone on this earth without any restriction. No partiality. Everyone on this earth receives mercy from heaven. It is twice blessed. First point, everyone receives mercy. Second point, it is twice blessed. Twice means two times. What? How? It blesseth him that gives and him that takes. What a wonderful speech it is. So, mercy is such a thing, it blesseth, it blesses both those who give mercy and those who receive mercy. Both of them will be blessed. How? Because when you are receiving mercy, that means you have been shown mercy by someone, that means you are really blessed by someone. And those who give mercy, that means the person who shows mercy to someone also blessed, because he will be rewarded by God. So both the way, mercy is blessed. So as I have said already, it is like a veiled warning, covered warning. So Shylock is not willing to show mercy to Antonia. So in the beginning of the speech itself, she says that how everyone on this earth receives mercy from heaven, so you are also should show mercy. And when you show mercy to someone, it's not that the person who receives mercy from you will be blessed, but you also, the person who is going to show mercy also will be blessed. So she is opening his eyes, inward eyes, we can say, trying to remove the cruelty from his heart. It's mightiest in the mightiest. So, third, mercy, she says that it is mightiest. Above mercy, nothing is compared. So, she is using the superlative degree here. Mercy is mightiest. It becomes the throne monarch better than his crown. And next, a crown will be given to a king who rules the nation or his subjects. So when he is crowned, he has been given the power to rule the people. So mercy is more than the power he has. So it is better than his crown. Only power cannot help a king to become known to people. His scepter shows the force of temporal power. And another thing, crown and scepter, the right which they have given to rule the nation. That is a scepter, we use the word scepter. It's like a rod. They hold it in their hands. Crown and that scepter. Scepter is a rod. And when they have these two, it shows that that person has the power and right to rule the people. So the force, the scepter, the power and the right which he has to rule the people is only temporal power. That is only temporary on this earth. But the attribute to awe and majesty, wherein doth sit the dread and fear of kings. So the crown and the scepter, when people see the subjects of the king, see that they'll have that fear about that power and the right which he has in his hand, make the people to fear and tremble before the king. But mercy is above this scepter sway. When he used the scepter to give the order to the people, so when he sway, the things to be done. So when he sway means move the rod, the scepter, the thing, whatever he is ordering to the people who is standing before him, should follow it, must. They will obey that. So that much fear that scepter gives. But mercy is above that. It is enthroned in the hearts of kings. So crown is on the head, but it will make him to be enthroned, make him to be above the power. No, mercy is that much he will get, that quality. It is God's quality, he will get it. and that will make him to rule. It is an attribute to God himself, because mercy is an attribute that is equal to God. An earthly power that then show like God's when mercy seasons justice. So along with the earthly power, the person, the king, uses mercy, it will be nicely handled. Therefore, Jew, though justice be thy plea. Yes, Jew Shailak से बात कर रही है. So she is telling to Shailak that justice be thy plea. Yes, you want the judgment. You are standing for the justice. Consider this, that in the course of justice, none of us should see salvation. So she is kindling his thoughts again. See, man, Shailak said, she is telling to Shailak that if we have been taken everything in justice, all our activities, if God takes it in justice, so we cannot stand, because we are all sinners, because we have everyone on this earth is considered to be a sinner. So sinner cannot be given freedom. That means you can't. So should see salvation, but none of us, we have received salvation, we have got freedom. We are freed from so many punishment, though we do so many sin. But God is not punishing us according to our sin. We have received the salvation. And we do pray for mercy. Here she is using the Christian faith and also the Lord's Prayer. So in the Lord's Prayer we say that our Father in heaven, who in that word we say, forgive our sins as we forgive those who sin against us. So how do you pray? We do pray for mercy, and that same prayer doth teach us all to render the deeds of mercy. So in the same prayer, it teaches us to show mercy to others. I have spoke thus much to mitigate the justice of the plea, which if you follow. So she is saying that I have spoken this much to soften the justice of your demand. What you are demanding for today in this court, I want to soften it. That's what Portia says here. This court of Venice must needs give a sentence against the merchant there. So according to the law, the merchant who is there showing Antonio should be punished. My deeds upon my should be punished. So she is must necessarily give a sentence against the merchant standing there. Venice law, according to your bond, Venice law will surely punish him according to your bond. But I spoke this much just to mitigate, increase your mercy which is hidden in your heart. So this speech makes Shylock to say something. What he says, my deeds upon my head, I will be responsible for all my doing, whether I show mercy or not mercy, and what all the reward which I should get, that's on me. The penalty and forfeit of my bond, I just ask the Venice law that the penalty and the forfeit of my bond. What is the penalty? 1 pound of flesh from his bosom I want. That's what I want. So here we will stop, and we'll continue in the next class how this trial goes in the Venice court.